it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So you're probably going to hear a lot of gem in this video. Come here, come on. She's going crazy right now. I haven't filmed in what seems like a lifetime. So I have a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know, I feel like I would have had more, but I'm kind of surprised by some of the stuff I do have. So I am going to start with the Scentsy, and I actually have bricks to start with. So let's start with the kind of Christmassy ones. I have Crimson Berry Christmas, which I was like, I need to get through at least half of this brick. It's past Christmas. I need to get to it. So I actually have another full brick of this, and I got through half. It smells so good. Honestly, I probably could have worked on more, but it's not chopped. I need to pick out my next melting basket, including the bricks I'm gonna work on, and get to chopping a lot of them. I definitely find, Gemma's looking at herself in the mirror. I definitely find, yeah, you, I'm talking to you. I don't melt them if they're not chopped. I mean, I don't wanna like, be like, I want to melt a brick. I'm not going to sit down and chop it, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm sorry if I'm bumping the camera. I don't got a lot of space to work with. Also worked on Marshmallow Mint Cocoa. This one is more chopped. However, I worked on this in my office with a candle I'll show later. Corey doesn't like this scent, so I kind of have to be careful where I use it. Also, it got real sweaty for some reason. Not sure why. This is straight up chocolate and mint. This is from November of 20, so I kind of want to prioritize it. It is kind of a Christmas scent. However, I feel like mint is okay in the bedroom for me all year round. This is mint chocolate, so I'm not sure if maybe I'll try to like do it in my office here in the morning. I have to try and sneak this in somewhere, but I have another brick of this maybe, and I have this in my club, so I got like plenty of this. I just need to work on it, and I have some of it chopped. I probably need to get this in a cool place to let it not be so like juicy there, and then I can chop the rest of that. So I might have to leave this one out somewhere. I just don't have room. I'll have to pull it back out. And then I actually melted not that much. I think I had one gone and I melted another one of salted caramel toffee. Also, these chops on this one are so crumbly. I don't know if I just did that in like the depth of a cold day and it got that crumbly, because usually that doesn't happen. And this one looks like it's getting a little bit juicy as well. This one's from February of last year. And you guys, I feel like I gave this one a bad rap, but I melted it. I melted a whole entire brick cube in my centerpiece warmer in my kitchen, and it was amazing. It was so good. I'm glad I have this full brick. I have salted caramel cupcake and toffee butter crunch in my club, but I'm glad I have this brick, and I hope this comes back. I mean, I really enjoyed it the last time I melted it. I don't know what was so different from that go around as opposed to other go rounds, but it was like so good. Okay, let's do some more Scentsy. I've kind of started with wax, so maybe I should just continue with wax, but I have some pods. Finished up Christmas Cottage pods. This was like so, I was gonna say so Christmassy. I did kind of. It's like so orange and spicy. Like not, well, there they go. Okay. I finished up some pods in Just Breathe. There you go. This is like a Vic scent. Honestly, I'm getting a little bit out of it here, but I couldn't even smell it in our tiniest bathroom, so it had to be done. And then I put in some cranberry pumpkin spice. So I had a couple fall pods I was trying to utilize before I get into spring summer. So I'm kind of on the tail end of that. I think maybe I have just some winterberry apple tea that I want to use. And then maybe Arctic Kiss, but honestly those two I feel like I can use going into spring because they're like transitions for me. They're not that wintry to me. So I mean, winterberry apple tea is wintry, but I love it. It's like berries spiced, so I can use it whenever. Okay. Let's talk. I have like no wax in here, you guys. I feel like Corey might be coming home. I'm not positive. Okay, this one I used up at work. It's the Catching Z's collection Shut Eye. I have this in my club right now, but I'm thinking of removing it. This is the last bar I have. I think with some other collections that are coming out in cashmere and corduroy that's in my club, I think I can remove this one. I also have Lights Out in my club, and I was thinking about removing that as well as the Shut Eye, but I think I might need to keep, I don't know. I really like the Lights Out. I just did it today, and I'm like, oh, this is really good. So that one's on the fence. I did a Sunburst Bamboo, but I only made samples with it. So I still need to melt this one. But you guys, I haven't done my scent of the month. This is the scent of the month for February. I really like it. I need to, like I said, I need to actually warm it for myself. But when I was warming it to make samples, I was like, I love this. It's like super fresh. I get like a hint of like melon. Not like super sweet melon, but like a really fresh melon. I really like this one. So I'm really excited to melt it. And it did like it was like fairly strong when I was making the samples. And then 2 Huckleberry ones. So Huckleberry and Clementine. This was from Bring Back My Bar. This one I did not put in my club. I personally, in this clam right now, I'm getting a lot of that strawberry vine that I feel like people were like absolutely disgusted by. While it was going, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't something that I was like, oh wow, I wish I like had gobs of this. I was like, if I had another bar, I'd melt it and be happy. But, and I may have another bar. I'm not entirely positive. I'm not sure. If I do, I'll melt it. But like, it wasn't club worthy. And I also have Huckleberry Sage. So this one is so much more fresh. I absolutely love it. This one did go in my club. I did so many club reviews. Like, I'm so confused what's where. But like, I think I did it right. Hopefully all the things I wanted are where they're supposed to be, because like I had so many things written down. We'll see what my club processes, I guess. So this one is so fresh. It's like a really fresh berry, but you get that sage still, where the other one is like very deep dark berries to me. I like this one a lot better. The performance, while it was going, it was kind of like you had to leave the room to come back in to smell it. I don't know if that was because of my airflow. The air kicked on one time while it was going, and I feel like I got like this big whiff of the scent, which I was like, I love this. But the whole other time, it was not. It was like you had to leave the room to get and come back to get the scent. So I'm probably, when I test this again, going to try to do it on a day where I maybe have some better airflow. I've been putting all these clams in here, and I want to put them in my empties bin over here. Get together. Okay. I have all kinds of things. I have like scent packs and car bars and scent circle galore. Okay. I have this Clean Breeze scent circle, which I actually had. This came in a whiff box like ages ago, like a long time ago. If you guys get the whiff box every month and you don't buy Clean Breeze scent circles, you probably know that this came like a long time ago, which it still has some scent. I had this hanging underneath my sink, the cupboard under the sink. I just have like a little command hook, and I had it hanging on there. It was so strong for so long. Like every time I opened it, it smelled so fresh. Do I have another one of these? I have a scent pack for sure. So worst case, I'll put that down there. But even the scent circle for $3, like this lasted forever, and it was so fresh down there. I loved it. This one is so strong. I'm sure Clothesline and like those types of scents are kind of along the same line. And I actually had Snowberry going in my car, which I actually then took out to replace with Vanilla Waves, which I actually don't have the packaging of, which I don't know why, but I took the Snowberry and then put that under the sink because it still had scent, but I was like, I just want something more fresh in the car than the Snowberry. It was like just not driving with me. And so I put this under the sink. Kind of random, but I did it. So I took this right out of the car and put it there. And so I have Vanilla Wave scent circle going in my car right now. It's making me crave spring and summer so much. I have some scent packs as well. So I have Jammy Time. I have this one in the utility closet where we hang our coats, and it's not really that scented anymore. It definitely wasn't scenting the area. So what I did is I replaced it with Dumbo, which actually, I don't know if the scent pack's coming back, but there is a Dumbo collection that is coming back soon. And I'm so pumped. So I don't know if the scent pack will be back. I put this in before I knew that there was a Dumbo collection coming back. So I was taking a risk. I have at least one more scent pack. So I was like, I want to use this. It's really like spring summery. I love the scent. So it's kind of like a mango, peach, vanilla type of scent. It's so pretty. I have the bar in my club. And you guys, it's coming back. So excited. I think they're releasing like some form of a buddy or something with it. I just caught a glimpse of it on the end of month live from Dan. So I put this in the closet, the utility closet with the coats. And originally I just had the other one like hung where the coats hang. But I felt like it wasn't giving me enough of what I wanted. We also have like Jem's food in there. We have her litter in there. We have the vacuum in there. We have like a lot of utility type of stuff. And so I felt like when I was going in there, it was just smelling like Jem's food. And I was like, I don't love this. I don't love this at all. And there's no airflow. There's no outlets. It's just like a very stale area. So I actually took a twist tie, which is Jem's favorite toy, and I hooked around this loop and I actually twisted it onto like the door handle so that every time you open the door, it like does its whole thing. It's moving back and forth, you know, it's doing all the things. So that has been really helping. Honestly, the first day I put Dumbo in there, I was sitting at the kitchen table and I was like, I probably had in like Huckleberry and Clementine or something for the wax. And I kept getting this whiff of something like super fresh. And I was like, what is that smell? Like, it's so familiar. I can't place it. And where is it coming from? Because I know I don't have that in wax, like this fresh fruity scent. It was wafting. The scent pack was wafting from the utility closet, and it was Dumbo to the kitchen table. And I was like, what is going on? It is since not wafting, but it smells super fresh every time you go in there. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really glad I did that. I think having on the door handle with the movement is helping a lot versus just on the coat. Like, because we don't move those coats, they just hang because it's like the coats we don't use. It's like our spring jackets now that it's winter. So they don't get a lot of action. So yeah. And then this situation is quite... So I have an apple cherry strudel scent pack, which apple cherry strudel went away. I'm so upset about it. The scent pack smells so good. The wax smells so good. It all smells so good. So I actually had this in my car, which is kind of funny because a ton of people put scent packs in their car and I just don't. How do you do it? Because I just don't get good performance with the scent pack in my car. So I actually ended up taking my Autumn Hearth car bar elastic and roping it around the apple cherry strudel scent pack so I could like hang it from my mirror so I could get a little bit of this action going, which I feel like helped a little bit, and then the vent kind of hit it a little bit, but I just didn't get what I thought I would get out of it. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So if you use scent packs in your car, let me know. Like, I feel like it just didn't last like it should have of. I don't know. I need some assistance with that. Okay. Last Scentsy thing with a gem hair on it. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the Maple Apple Bourbon hand soap. I actually made this into foaming hand soap. So it makes two, this bottle, depending on how big your jars are. Generally, this bottle makes two foaming hand soaps. One of them's completely gone, and then I remade another. So Maple Apple Bourbon hand soap with a gemmy hair is done. It's getting used. Okay, Bath and Body Works. In Corey's room, finished up a frozen lake. He had this going in his office. It's lavender leaves, cool eucalyptus, juniper berries. I normally put something manly type for wallflowers in his office. He does have some wax warmers. I kind of just use this to supplement, but I am trying to use all my wallflowers up, so we'll see how long they last. I'm pretty sure I replaced it with like Tiki Beach or something because I'm really into the fruity mode. And then I did finish up the peppermint hot chocolate candle. I actually ended up putting this in the crock, and I want to show you why you do not relight your candles after they come out of the crock, because this is what this one looks like. Those wicks are not getting relit at this point. Those are way out of place. They clearly did their own thing. And I don't know if I just like, I actually think I lifted this out a little too early, like it wasn't completely solid, and that's why it looks like this. I think that I had thought it was like completely solid enough to pull it out. I mean, it didn't do anything. It's just a little sloshy. I can still easily get this out in the freezer. This was such a good one. It has no scent left. I'm sad. Cool peppermint, silky melt chocolate, sweet cream. This was the most like authentic, in my opinion, who doesn't drink hot chocolate, smelling peppermint hot chocolate. Like you could, I feel like you got the milky chocolate powder of a hot chocolate. Perfect ratio, 100%. It was like the best thing. And then I have this big stack of vendor wax. A lot of these are finished, and I don't know how I got through all of these, but I'm so happy. I'm on a mission to go through all my vendor wax this year, which some of you are like, oh my gosh, that's a crazy goal, but it's the goal, so that's what we're doing. I'm thinking I might start a different specific series towards my vendor wax project of trying to use up all that wax. I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in. I don't know how I would exactly, what it would look like exactly. I'm thinking for sure I want to do like a melting basket, like what I'm working on type of project video, if that makes sense. I think that's where I want to start. And then I don't know if you guys would want like updates there on what I've used, or if I should keep what I've used in this type of video format to share with you, or if I would do like a bi-weekly type update and talk about things I've used and then update the basket and then like update you on my number and how things are going maybe. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, I could just do just like a general melting basket each month of what I'm working on and then talk about things here as I use them up. Let me know. But as for now, what I've been working on is baked zucchini bread. I'm working on this. I find that when I know Lexi does this, and I thought at first, like, she was like, I'm so particular. I love doing this with all my mini melters. And I was like, sounds just like her. Like, I totally get that. That's such a her thing, but like, that seems way too excessive. But, and what I mean is like lining them all up flat instead of like all sprinkled around in the bag. I feel like once I did this, once I did it after she said it, I feel like you can really see like how much is left in this bag now. Like before it seems like so much because it's all jumbled together. But I feel like once I do this, I'm like, oh, there's like 8 cubes in here, 9 cubes in here. Like that's not that many uses left. Like doing this has helped me, I think, oddly enough. Like it just helped me visually see more, that it's not as overwhelming as I think it is. So I worked on this baked zucchini bread. I think I mixed this a couple times. I don't love this one on its own. And I've been trying to mix my more bakery like that with my coffee blends. So I think that's probably how I'll end up going through that one, but I'm working on it. And then I did Wario's Winter Wonderland. This is a nice like bakery eggnog pepperminty type scent. It's pretty good. I have 5 cubes of it left. These ones are the Mario Melters, so they're a little bit bigger. This one, however, I am going to put back into the storage I have for next, like this coming winter. So I'm trying to kind of work on stuff by date. I just wanted to pull these in while it was still like wintry type, and I wanted to work on peppermint things, but now that it's not, I'm gonna put these 2 back. So the other one is Warp Zone, which is kind of a similar scent. It's like bakery and peppermint. This one I also have 5 cubes of. They are the big ones, as you can see, but this one is from that pre-order that was just in December, so I'm gonna put these ones back. And then these are all of my empties, which I'm very excited about. We have Morning Sex Clothes on the line. This blend wasn't bad. It was a strong one. But honestly, I think I like the Morning Sex blended better than by itself. By itself, it's like super floral to me, and I'm trying to use up a bag of it that I have of it by itself, and it's so floral. There are a couple in here from, well, maybe just this one. I have vanilla ice cream. This one's actually from 130. I'm trying to pull things, and you'll see it when I do my melting basket video for my vendor project. I'm trying to pull things that are like right at the year mark. So I want to start by working on those and then work my way forward. So hopefully the things you will see are by that like year mark. So vanilla ice cream, this I ended up mixing with the coffee scents because by itself it didn't do much, but I think it helped tone down the coffee scents a little bit. Marshmallow smoothie, that's how this one ended up as well. It ended up getting mixed. All the bakery ones pretty much ended up getting mixed. So this one as well, cream cheese frosting, which I think they just help tone the, like if I have a straight up coffee scent and I'm like not loving it by itself, I just throw in a bakery mini melter and it just makes it so much better. This one I ended up actually doing by itself. It's Frosted Winterberry Waffle Cone. And this one just reminds me a little bit of a more bakery version of Winterberry Apple Tea from Scentsy. So I actually finished this up yesterday. It was pretty good, but I have Winterberry Apple Tea, but it was a good one. It kind of reminded me of that. I finished up one of my favorite blends. It was a loaf in Boardwalk Mallow Clouds. I finished this up last night because I only had 4 pieces left. And I was like, come on, I can get through that. So I have blends, some more loaves actually with BMC in it. So I'm not like super heartbroken that I finished this loaf and I was so close to being done with it. So it is finished, which is exciting. And I also finished another loaf, which is Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. I feel like I actually went through this one really fast because I was pretty intentional about using it. This was from last April. I do believe I have more of this. Not a whole nother loaf, but just more in general, but it'll be okay. So that's what I finished. I feel like it was a lot, but also not that much at the same time. It was kind of a weird group of time because I was getting ready for my vendor event, so I feel like I wasn't changing my wax as much because I was focusing on getting ready for that versus like turning on the wax warmers, as crazy as that might sound. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, let me know what you want to see about that vendor type of project video. I'd love to know your feedback down below. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Thanks so much.